Dr. Hovind has his doctorate in education. He's great at explaining scientific principles. He taught science for 15 years and is an expert on this subject.
Now, sir, you are a scientist, correct?
Oh, that's right. I have a PhD in truthology from Christian Tech.
The Supreme Court said the Bible may constitutionally be used in an appropriate study of history, civilization, ethics, comparative religion, or the like. I do object to people using my tax dollars to teach their religion in our school system. I'm not against schools, I'm not against teachers, and I'm not against science. But there's another question we ought to be asking first. Should we have public schools? First thing I'd do if I was president is shut down the Department of Education. And they will give you lots of information about why the schools went public back in the early 1800s as part of a bigger long-range plan toward a new world order. By the way, there are some idiots in our leadership who would like our world government, our world population reduced to 500 million. They think there are too many people and we're hurting Mother Earth and we need to reduce the population. We've got these charts. If you get my seminar notebook, the last page folds out to be this chart. Or we've got some laminated if you want them for placemats when your skeptic friends come over. We've got a little booklet. They're $2 each. If you get 10 or more, they're $1 a piece. We make a lot of videotapes, over 700,000 videos we've made now in several different languages, none of them copyrighted. We decided years ago we're trying to win the war, not build the castle. If you can use our stuff, please use it. Spread it around. Get somebody converted. And kids, you might as well learn today, to some people in this world, money is more important than truth. And if they have to lie to you to keep their paycheck coming in, they will lie to you. He said they're more likely to believe a big lie than a small one. Dinosaurs were just big lizards that lived with Adam and Eve before the flood came. You know, there really was a fire-breathing dragon. You say, now, Brother Hovind, you don't believe in fire-breathing dragons, do you? Well, yeah, I do. What? Second problem they had was probably worse. People were hunting them. In those days, they called them dragons. That's certainly not a scientific statement. You don't need to be very smart for this job. If you tell a lie long enough and loud enough and often enough, the people will believe it. I'm going to try to brainwash the whole crowd here tonight. The fairy tale is coming next. How many of you have been taught that all the continents used to fit together in one big supercontinent called Pangea? I bet they never told you they shrank Africa 40% to make them fit, did they? Did you know the Bible gives us the cure for cancer and heart attacks and strokes? It's all right there in the Bible. God said, eat the fruit, the vegetables, and the seeds. When you eat a peach, you should eat the seed. You say, Brother Hovind, that thing is hard. No, that's the hull. Crack it open, there's a nut inside. Okay, that's the seed. It looks like an almond, and it tastes terrible. But if you eat the seeds to the fruit, you will get a vitamin that you won't get in the fruit. The vitamin is called vitamin B17. You've heard of the B vitamins, B1, B2, Be Good, Be Nice, all that. B17 is found in the seeds, not in the fruit. And people that get lots of B17 in their diet don't get cancer. Intelligence was not a prerequisite to live on my street, brother, believe me, okay? Most Americans think the earth is less than 10,000 years old and God made it. Now, the National Organization for Wild Women. By the way, ladies, that's why you should be careful how you dress. My daddy always said, if you're not in business, don't advertise. But I think I figured out why God made Adam first. I think God made Adam first because he didn't want any advice on how to do it. But there are two ways to tell the difference between a male and female skeleton. One is to look at the feet. If they're pointed toward the mall, it's a woman. The other way is to look at the process on the temporomandibular joint. That's this joint right there. If it's worn out more, it's a woman. Which, by the way, the doctor should not have been shot. He should have had a fair trial, and then the state should have electrocuted him, but he shouldn't have been shot. Maybe the real issue is all law-abiding citizens should be required to carry guns. Blaming guns for Columbine is like blaming spoons for Rosie O'Donnell being fat. Boys, don't touch the girls till you're married to them. Now, if you don't want to touch them, then stay away from me, please, okay? I saw your kind in San Francisco. San Francisco, the land of the fruits and the flakes. I know they still talk funny over in your country, but that's why they lost the war, by the way. That's his opinion. Interesting.
Where did men come from?
Men evolved out of lower species in the way that all the species evolved out of lower species.
This is ridiculous. This is ludicrous. If he wants to believe this happened, he's welcome to believe his grandpa was Lucy and came down from his tree or something. Was your great-great-great-great-great-great-great-great-great-great-great-great-great-great-grandpa soup? Was your great-great-great-great-great-great-great-great-grandpa a bacteria? Was your great-great-great-great-great-great-great-great-great-great-great-great-grandpa a starfish? That's Grandpa. Grandpa? Grandpa. What? What? We offer $250,000 for anybody with any real empirical, testable, scientific evidence for evolution.
The people engaged in this kind of nonsense always set up the rules that you could never win the money.
Has you ever eaten a banana?
Oh, yeah, I eat all kinds of food, yeah. I eat a banana, that's proof we came from a rock. That's not proof.